Hello, this is Bobby at 42LV Repair, and this is functionality proof for mainboard for LG 42LV5500. The customer will recognize their signature on the board. The processor here has been replaced, and as you can tell, one of the pads had to be repaired and patched externally. The customer has said that they fixed the board with a heat gun, and it held for 3 years, and then they tried baking the board, which, by the way, is easy to tell by this shrink label here on top, and of course by the flux crusts at the back. But let me tell you guys, you just can't fix this with a heat gun without damaging the board. I don't know. I've seen different heat guns, and I suppose, okay, I have never seen, and none of the guns that I have, they have local point of application. They are lower temperature. You have to provide equal heating all across the board to avoid warping, which is the reason this develops and happens in the first place. Heating may cause this to temporarily make a contact, but the next few times it develops its own high temperature, chances are more than good that it's going to stop working. Now, baking would work if the board does not fall into its own tendency to warp, and if it's handled properly, which most of the time when people bake boards, it doesn't happen. Anyhow, as per our agreement with the buyer, we're showing that the board is functional and there'll be no warranty for it. What we should have done in this particular case was just to charge more, because we did have to end up replacing the processor, and we did have to spend more work patching pads and whatnot. But it is what it is. What we've agreed to is what will happen. As you can see, the board is working, and hopefully it's going to work for a long time. It has a new processor with it has been straightened, but 10 years old is 10 years old. Warping there develops. Hopefully it gets you another 2-3 years at most, is my guess. If it does, you're gotta be lucky. Best of luck with that, and that's all. Thanks.